Yes, it's another list. I know how much you guys can't get enough of a list, so I've thrown another one together. Here's a list of things you might want to stock before World War III. What's up, preppers? Welcome back to another video, and I wanted to throw a list together of things you might want to stock before World War III. This is negating the fact of food and water and the core of prepping that we always talk about. Hopefully you've seen enough videos to already have that stuff sorted. If not, go back to the very beginning. There's hundreds of videos that tell you all about that. This is just 10 random things that I think you might not have thought about or might be slightly different and out of the remit of that normal core of prepping. So without further ado, I am simply going to share my screen and we're going to crack on and be able to look through them myself. Not all of these are Amazon or affiliate links. Some of them are different websites, but the ones that are linked through to Amazon are affiliate links, full disclosure. So by helping out, let me take that background off. That's ridiculous. There we go. You could see me. I'm this little window down here. Hi. But anyway, we're going to start with duct tape. Duct tape is a very simple one, and it's an essential one for things like fallout, for any sort of situation. It might not even be nuclear, it might be chemical, anything like that. You might have a chemical plant that's not far away from you that could have a leak, that could have a fire, anything like that. You might have to seal the house up. Strongly recommend you always have plenty of duct tape on hand, not only for sealing the house up, sealing vents and things like that, but also repairs, general repairs. Duct tape really comes in handy. Imagine if you've got something like an NBC suit and there's a break in it, a seal, you can just put a bit of that over quickly to quickly patch that up. Duct tape is absolutely essential. Here we have it at Amazon, $15.99 for 6 rolls. This stuff I use because it's good quality. It's like the 3M stuff. It is really good quality. I must admit, I've not tried the silver, white, or is that clear? I think that might be clear, but I've only had the black, but it's been spot on for me, and it's a fraction of the cost of Gorilla Tape for the amount you get. These are 6 rolls, but each one has 50 meters of duct tape on. So it should do most average houses around the seals of windows and doors and things like that. So number one, and an essential prep of anyone, is duct tape. Let's look at number 2. Another Amazon one. Remember, these are affiliate links that are linked below. You don't have to use them. It gives pence to me and it helps the channel. It costs you no extra. But feel free to just search these yourselves or find them at a local hardware store. This is heavy duty polythene plastic sheeting. This comes in different sizes. This one's a 2 meter by 4 meter, 2 meter by 6, or 2 meters by 10. Now, measure your windows and your doors a good 3 inches either side of the seal, so either side of the door frame or either side of the window frame, and you can pre-cut these or mark them out ready and then have them folded away. So I would advise cutting them to size now, writing on them front window, back window, bedroom window, etc. on the actual, in big writing on the plastic sheet, and then folding that up and popping it away in a box. You've got it there with a roll or two of duct tape and it's ready to go at any time. Now the reason we talk about these is that extra sealing. So like we said about chemicals and stuff like that, but also fallout, putting as many layers between you and potential fallout, which could drift over from European continents, from European countries, not European continents, there's not more than one. Anyway, it could drift over from a different conflict. It doesn't have to necessarily be a strike on the UK itself, but putting this up gives you that extra layer, that extra security, and that just extra protection against stuff like that, and stopping any contaminants getting through the small cracks and vents that are in your house. So 1 and 2 kind of work together, part and parcel, but that's 1 and 2 sorted. Next we're going to go on to water. Now if you can get a big Berkey filter, something like that, if you can get all sorts of different filters. The reverse osmosis filter from Hill, I link in most of my videos. It's got an affiliate link in most of the videos directly from them with a discount code. That's awesome, but it's a bigger budget option. This is lower budget without being Temu level rubbish. This is the Soya Mini water filter. This one comes with the backflush and the squeeze bag system. So it's pretty much what you need to get started. And you might not be going out collecting water from a river at this stage, but if you are using your tap water still, if the pressure is still on, you might want to filter it because that could be contaminated at source. And you're not sure how clean it would be by the time you get through. So if I was in the situation where I'm protecting my house from fallout, I would definitely be filtering any water that I either collected or that came through the pipes in that situation, just to be safe. I mean, ideally, you'd have your own water supply that was fresh and clean, but it's just an option. It's something that I think every prepper should have, even if it's not for the house, even if it's for a bug out bag. A Soya Mini water filter, as good if not better than the Life Straw. You see the pictures here. You can put the water in the little baggie, help squeeze it through, similar to a Grail but without the giant price tag, and you can see them there squeezing it into the bottle from the bag there. So yeah, everything you need. I'm not sure. Here we go. Removes 99.999999% of all bacteria such as Salmonella, cholera, etc. Removes 99% of all protozoa. Anyway, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Filters up to 100,000 gallons, 30 times more than comparable filters. So there you go. A good one to have in your bug out bag or around the house for that situation. Right, next up, a tent. But Mike, I'm bugging in. Yes, I know you're bugging in. But when we talked on the fireside the other day about your essential preps for World War III, a tent came into it because you might want to conserve heat. It's a smaller space to heat up. You're all going to be in the same room. It makes it more fun for the kids as well. Now, the reason I've picked this one is because it is a pop-up tent. I would not advise this out and about unless it's for a festival one-time use. These pop-up tents are not the most ideal. This one's quite a good one. It's got a 2000mm hydrostatic head, which is pretty standard for your cheaper range of tents. But it is, yeah, I wouldn't really take this out, although you possibly could. It is half decent enough to do so. It comes with tent pegs and guide ropes, but you're talking about having this in a front room, in a dining room, upstairs, on your landing, whichever is the most central part of your house, away from potential fallout. You can throw this out, pop it up. You don't need to peg it down. Hopefully there's not going to be a draft and wind blasting through your house. It's an ideal thing at only $32.99. Excellent reviews on this one. And yeah, it is what it is. It's a pop-up tent. Treat it as a pop-up tent. You know, you're not going to survive in the wilderness for very long in this thing, but it's ideal for in the house. Next, to go with your tent, you need some blankets. Now, previous videos, I've advertised removal blankets. We'll have a quick look at them in a second, but that is not one of the ones for this. These are the higher quality. This is new military style heavy wool camping blanket. Now you can see there it's 55% wool and 45% blended fibers. Heavy wool blend, 60 inches by 80 inches, dry clean only because it will shrink. Comes in your lovely classic military olive green. I quite like the grey with the red lining. Reminds me of an old Civil War blanket. But these are really good quality, heavyweight, and they will keep you warm. Guaranteed. They're going to last longer than most cheap, fluffy blankets that you can get. I was just going to see if, let's just search for the removal blankets. So these are the ones I've looked at before. They are good for an emergency situation. They are cheap because you can get 10 of them for $31.59. but they are not very comfy. You want these over the top of extra things, or you know, under things for lining. But they're good to buy in bulk. I'll link these as well next to the blanket link, so there'll be a link to the blankets. This will be next to it. If you really want to stock up, 25 and 50 units is there available as well. They're 150 centimeter by 200 centimeter. You could layer up 5 of these underneath that tent and create that insulation layer underneath. So they're great, but the real point of it was that military blanket, which is much higher quality. Everyone should have one. This is the one I've got in my car in case I break down. It's good enough for all the family to huddle up under. So, tent, blanket, what's missing? Of course, it's a sleeping bag. This is not an Amazon link. I could have Amazon linked you to the one Tigris one that I've got, which is all right, but it is a bit tight if you're a bit bigger, you know. But this, you're never going to beat. Different patterns. This is the cold weather 90 pattern. You have different British Army pattern ones. You can get more modern ones and stuff like that. But at £25 from Military Mart, this is a steal. I've no affiliation link here. It is just large is sold out, but medium is in. I'm not sure what the dimensions are. You might have to Google that yourself. But anyway, these are top quality, real 4-season sleeping bags. These will keep you warm. Really good thing to have. I didn't want to link you through to some random Amazon one. Even if you don't use Military Mart, even though this is quite a steal at that price, check out eBay, check out other sources, check out your local Army Navy store if you have one, or something similar to that, your local Army surplus store. If you can pick one of these up, or even one each for the family, absolute bargain. These are low stock here at this price, 5 items left. I'm not surprised. So if I link them and they're all sold out, I do apologize, but it's just an idea of what you should be getting or what you should be kind of looking at. That's your sleeping bag. So you've got a whole sleep system there for in the house. Tent, blankets and sleeping bag means you're all going to be snugged up warm in a single small area, not trying to heat an entire room if the electricity's gone or the power's gone. Ideal. And this one you could use, throw a bivy bag over the top of this, and this would be perfect if you were part of a bug out bag as well. So one item, many uses. Next up is from the brain of Brian, of course, is the EcoFlow. We have to mention it because he mentions it on every stream. These are the ones that he has. He's looked at the Delta 3 recently, and it's still more value for money to buy 2 Delta 2s than it is to get a Delta 3. So this is the Delta 2. It's down to $4.99 on Amazon. I mean, how many? It just says in stock. It doesn't say how many, but it just says in stock. But they are originally £900, and that's not an exaggeration. They were that price. I'm pretty sure Brian will have paid that price for some of them as well. At $4.99, this is an absolute steal for anyone. This will run appliances, absolutely everything around the house. Get yourself a solar panel. I've not linked the solar panels. If you've got somewhere to put them up, there was a plumbing place that Brian mentioned. I can't remember off the top of my head, but if I can remember, I'll link it. They do like full solar panels for like 80 or 90 quid. Or you can get the foldable ones, they're a bit more expensive. But if you get a solar panel alongside this, then it's brilliant. But even if you don't, if you just keep this charged up, discharge it every so often, but if you keep it charged up when it hits the fan, it's going to last you quite a while. So there you go, the EcoFlow Delta 2. And there's different versions of it as well. There you go. It comes. That one's with a solar panel, but I mean, I'm not sure that's worth it. It depends what's with it. Battery, fast charging, portable, 100 camping RVs. Man, that's probably not worth it, to be fair. £848. You can get a solar panel for a much better price than that. But the Delta 2 itself at $4.99 is a steal. Make sure you grab one while you can. Okay, what's next? Lights. Now, I found these. I couldn't find them when we did our stream with the with Brian and that as well, when we were talking about it. He was talking about it all. I was trying to link lights, and I couldn't remember the name of these. These are the Hamite camping string lights. Now, I love these. Really low power. USB. You don't even need a Delta Pro. You could use a little Anker power bank, something like that, or something like this right here, which is the Anker small thin power bank that was $7.99 the other day. You could use something like that to power this for quite a while as well. Now what I like about these is they fold up into this single light here. So if you're just in a single room, single tent, something like that, you've got a decent size light producing quite a lot of light for not very much power. Now you also can pull them out. It's a string light, like a winding cord string light. So you can see here, obviously you're not going to have them multicolored like you're having a disco like these guys are, but it's a 29.5 foot string light. So you could run that from the room you're living in upstairs to a bathroom, or you know, outside, however you want to do it, or you could circle the entire room. However you want to light it up, this has got you covered. And they come in single packs or 2 packs. £13.72 on the deal at the moment, 31% off, usually 20 quid. Even at 20 quid, it's an absolute bargain. The other side has a high intensity emergency light should you need it. But yeah, multi-purpose. You can see there, Type C or 5 volt 1A input, so you've got multiple options to charge it. A 2000 milliamp battery, which is like this one, the Anker one, $7.99 one, will go for continuous 5 to 12 hours. Obviously it's probably depending on how bright you have the settings, but even at 12 hours, you're not going to have them on continuously for 12 hours. For a little battery like that you could then recharge, it's definitely worth it and a good investment to have. You can see this guy here. I'm not going to play the video, but he looks like he's in a little tent, one of those inflatable tents, and he's got them running all the way around there. So great investment. Low power devices are key. Even if you've got the big Delta 2, imagine how long it's going to light up your house for with them. Next up, I found it. I found another link I couldn't find at the time when we were having a discussion the other day. I linked a random portable radio. Hawkins recommended a certain brand one, which by all means take his advice on radios. He's spot on. The only reason I'm going to link this one is because I've got it and it works, and it's worked for a while. And it's not like I don't use it. Every time we travel, we take this with us and use the static as white noise for the baby. Now, the crank charge, I always saw them on the torches as a bit of a gimmick. You wind it up and the torch is on and it goes dim after a while. On this, it really does work. Couldn't find the power supply when we were out, the power cable to fit it. And instead of finding some double A's because you've got multiple ways of powering it, I just cranked it for a couple of minutes, no more than that, and it plays the white noise fuzz all night. Absolutely brilliant. So it comes with like a lithium ion battery, which you can charge through USB on the side, but also through the hand crank. It also has a slot on the back. Was it going to show me a picture of the back at all? There you go. There's the back. It has a slot on the back for 3 normal AA batteries. AA's are great. Why? Because they're the most scavengeable battery after a SHTF or Teotihuacan situation. It is the most common battery available. You can get rechargeable ones as well, of course. Hand crank, solar charging as well. Now, I'm going to be honest, I've not tried the solar charging. It's nice to know it's there, and maybe if I put it in the window, it might work a bit. But because the cranking doesn't take much energy at all, I've never really used the solar charge. It's just a nice to have. It has a torch on the front here on the left. It has a flip up light, which is quite bright. And what it doesn't show you on there, it also twists and pivots. So you can stand it up like that, but you can also turn it round. AM, FM radio, of course. SOS and light. The SOS is like a siren that wails at you. It's very loud. So be careful, don't flick that by accident if you're trying to hide, and you'll be in trouble. But yeah, that's the Prunus J369. I can highly recommend it. 1,107 people can highly recommend it, with 5-star, mostly 5-star and 4-star reviews on Amazon. There you go. Absolute bargain, $35.99. You need one of these. Next up, I don't even know what number up to, so we're just going to say next up. Right, so we're getting to the more extreme side of things. Now, we did say you don't need this stuff, but I wanted to add it to the list because a lot of people think about it. They might be the one that wants to go out if they have to, but not the family. This is a large investment. This is probably one of the only companies I would trust, apart from good quality modern military surplus. Then it would be down to this Mirror Safety. Again, zero affiliation with myself. Apparently they have a sale on at the moment, wildfire sale. I mean, talk about making the most of a situation. £248, but you are getting really good quality stuff. It's a military gas mask and nuclear attack survival kit. So it's this mask, it's the filter, it's also the water bottle. So the water bottle hooks in to the mask, as you see here. And let me turn it. So it hooks into the mask via a straw, so you can drink without having to take the mask off. I mean, hopefully you're not going out for long enough where you wouldn't manage without a drink and you could come back. But it's there. It's an option if you need it. And of course it comes with this carry pack at the side as well, and the filter. I think it has, that's just advertising the filter because that's a different screen on there. 5 years warranty for long-term service. Combines NBC 77 filter, canteen, ThyroSafe tablets, leg-mounted pouch, and full-face respirator for convenient portable CBRN protection package. You can change your gas mask model as well here. That's the CM6 that we were looking at. That's the CM7. And the CM6, I believe, is the one like that as well. But it's not much difference in price. You can see there it's going up by a tenner. I would go with the CM7M if you're going to get one. I'd love one of these. I don't have one of these, total disclosure. I've got like old military surplus ones should I need it, but my plan is to never go out. But if you have to go out, get something quality, get something you trust. Have a check out of Mirror Safety. Not the cheapest place, but very reliable. And of course, alongside that, you might want a hazmat suit to go with it. This is the hazmat suit that they provide at £105. Really good quality. If you're going to go the whole hog, that's your lot. Don't forget you'll need the gloves, the overboots, everything like that. These are like rubber boots that go over the top of your own shoes. Have you seen, I think I did a video where I got dressed in a full military NBC kit. So you'll have seen something like that there if you watch that. That's a full hazmat suit. So you can get the whole set, 105 for that, 259 for that, 359, 364 that works out at. So less than 300 quid, total protection if you had to go out. Is it worth it? You decide, but I'm just showing you. I'd love that full get-up. I'd love that mask to test out. Mirror Safety, if you're watching, send me one. I'll do a review. That'll be awesome. But I'm not going to be buying one anytime soon. It's not in the budget. If you want a cheaper option, look at military surplus. Genuinely, look at military surplus. Look at modern military surplus. I would say S10 onwards. Even S10 is a bit dodgy because the rubber can go after a while. Depends how they've been stored, etc. Check it, test it. Always try out your gear. And if you want a cheap version of a hazmat suit just to cover you up, you can always look at these. These are disposable hazmat coveralls. Now, even if I had my military hazmat suit on, it's good quality. I would throw one of these over the top. I would get an oversize. Luckily, these go all the way up to 4XL, which is pretty big considering the design to go over clothes in the first place. I'm usually an XL, a large of this fits me, but an XL gives a lot more room. I would throw this over the top of my regular NBC clothes. Why? Because it's disposable, it's cheap, I can buy multiple of them, and I can dispose of it in a clean room before I come into the house. I can take it off into a bag, seal the bag up, that's gone, done, don't open it again, and it's completely clean. I can decontaminate the mask, boots, gloves, etc., and it's a lot safer. So I would consider not just getting a hazmat suit if you want it. you're not going to build an entire decontamination base, or something like this that's disposable that goes over the top would be ideal as well. That's it. That's my little list. I'll put all the links below. Don't forget, anything that's an Amazon link will be an affiliate link. Feel free to just Google these things, find them locally, find them at a car boot sale, maybe not a gas mask, but find them however you want to source them. It's just some extra ideas, and hopefully even one of these things triggered a thought and we've helped somebody somewhere. That's all it's about. Thanks for watching another video, guys. Really do appreciate your support. Past 9,000 subscribers now, really close to 1 million views, which is absolutely astounding to me. I'm amazed by that. You might be thinking that's nothing. I think it's amazing. But thank you guys for your support, really humbly, and I will see you all in another video really soon. Goodbye.